today that you're a doctor, is it everything you thought it would be?
Um, that's an interesting question. I think that, I never thought of myself as working in the private practice world. And so
Which is what you do today.
what I'm doing now, which is a different beast than what I was in training. Because in training, it's a whole different, it's academic. And actually, we used to do a lot more stroke work. I don't see that many stroke patients unless I take call, and I do take call at Cedars, but not that frequent. So, it's a different environment, right? It's different. But as far as I'm glad that I'm still a neurologist. I'm very happy that I'm a neurologist. The business side of medicine, unfortunately, is not it's not as good as I wished it could be.
That's so, I think most professions could speak to, there's the profession
Yeah,
and there's the business side.
the business side. Yeah,
Even in flying, there's
Right.
flying an airplane,
Right.
and then there's the business
the business
side
side,
of things.
right? Of course, like you, right?
And I totally hear you on that one.
Yeah. Because that's the thing in med school and residency, they don't train you for a business part of it. They want you to focus on to be a good doctor, and that's what you really think of when you go. Like my first job after residency, I'm like, I didn't care about billings and codes. I'm like, who cares? I'm a good neurologist. The patient's good. They like me, and I'm doing a good job. But for the people who are hiring me, like, no, you have to understand, you have to like put this code, because if you don't, then we don't get this much. And I'm like, okay, fine, so you kind of did it begrudgingly. But now that I am a business person, I'm like, oh, I've learned so much about billing in the last 5-6 years I've been in solo private practice, more than I ever wanted to know.
Whoa.
And now that I'm kind of trying to get out of the insurance business, that's sort of like a pushback, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, I actually spoke with a dentist once who was telling me exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
You spend all this time learning your profession,
Mm-hmm.
and no one prepares you how to
No.
run your own practice,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how to hire and be an employer.
Nope. And we doctors in general, we don't like to be confrontational, so it's hard, because we like to have a good working environment, because that's what we're used to. We're in a hospital setting. We had support from our attendings and other residents and, nurses, and we all hopefully worked good as a team. But when you're in a private practice and you run your own business, you got to bring all these people together, and you sometimes have to kind of be like a babysitter, make sure that everybody gets along together, and, kind of do like, hopefully if you're big enough, and that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to find an office manager that's going to help me grow in, maybe add more personnel, because, it's not easy to do that, especially if you don't have the knack for it,
Especially if it doesn't come, and especially if they don't. Why don't they teach you any of this business management in med school?
I guess it depends on the attendings you had. See, my attendings are great people. They were amazing neurologists, but they just assume that everybody's going to be fine, either they went to private practice or work for Kaiser. But like, that's in the world of medicine now, like Kaiser is the ultimate job to get, because it's like a big institution. It's kind of like being in residency. You have people kind of taking care of you. You don't have to worry about the billing and all that kind of stuff. You just get a salary, you get bonuses. That's the most coveted type of employed position, at least in California. Kaiser's not big in other places, but here in California, Kaiser's a job to have. If you're going to go work for somebody, you want to work for Kaiser. Other than that, though, if you work for yourself, it may have been easy, again, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when the insurances were paying good enough. But as the years gone by and insurance would pay less, a lot of doctors, now they have to hire a PA or a nurse practitioner to help them see like total of 40, 50 patients a day, in order to make ends meet, so they can pay the rent, the overhead, all that kind of stuff. It's very hard.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What do you like most about your job?
I like the variety.
What do you mean?
Being a general neurologist, like I was saying, I can see young patients with like headaches and other type disorders, maybe epilepsy and MS, those kind of things. But at the same time, I can, shift, and I see older patients. And
Right.
The thing I like about just being a physician is, this type of physician, I'm not like a radiologist, or no offense to radiologists out there.
I don't even know. I've heard the term. I don't know what I need to get one on here, but
Well, we have a friend.
Oh, Saman. So is that legit what they do? Look at the scans?
They just look at scans all day. I mean, once in a while you get the interventional radiologists that actually have to do something with the patient. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have a variety. It's like every hour, if I'm busy, every half hour, I see a new person in front of me.
Wow.
It's not like I'm stuck, in a cubicle looking at a monitor kind of thing.
So it is, I guess when I think about it, more than other specialties, you are all over the board. Young, old,
right.
Beginning of the way.
Right. I mean, I could be more subspecialized and, just want to see just dementia patient or just Parkinson's or just this. But then I'm putting myself in, pigeonhole. Like, right. I'm just going to be stuck with those type of demographic type patients. So, and I like the variety. So that's why I'm happy being a general neurologist. So.